everyone! It's daytime! I'm Buster the Fox, and welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon White version Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we almost got wrecked by Sharon. Yes, and we made it to Striaton City, but now we're in the Dream Yard. We're gonna move on and fight this youngster! Hooray! My goal is to outperform gym leaders. Can you win against me? Hopefully. I don't know, my Pokemon are pretty over-leveled now. And you probably only have things like Patrats, so I'm probably not going to have any type disadvantages like we did last time. Right, so both of our Pokemon are at level 10 now. At level 10, I guess. And, Juvnik here has an Oranberry. So hopefully we'll be doing okay. In this episode, we should... crit. Ouch. In this episode, we should hopefully be getting a new team member. There's a few Pokemon that I'm hoping to get. But I don't remember exactly how things work here. So there goes one Patrat. Ooh, almost got a level. And of course we're on set. I've been playing my Pokemon Moon version a lot lately, because I never actually finished it. And I feel bad for not finishing it. That's right, keep using Bite. And I'm near to the end of the game in Moon version, where it's kind of easy to, you know, make sure you use the right Pokemon with the right moves to get type advantages and all that good stuff. Oh yeah, Oranberry healed me. I was just thinking, oh man, I might need to switch out soon, but the Oranberry, that's exactly what I need it for. Speaking of Sun and Moon, Pokepelago, you can grow berries. It's on a time limit, but you can grow them. And I could really use that here, so I could grow more Oranberries and maybe citrus berries once I get those. Ouch. That does a pretty healthy amount of damage right there, that tackle. Ooh, Leer. Can I survive another tackle? I think with Leer, if he crits with tackle, I'm done for, but I'm gonna go for it anyway, because I don't feel like that's very likely. Okay, yeah. Yeah, good. That might have killed me if it was a crit, I'm not entirely sure, but we're all good. Alright, so cool. My Pokemon fought well, didn't they? Got 112 Pokédollars, which is so paltry. I have my goal, my Pokemon are there for me, that's why I can keep trying. Alright, I believe I bought some potions in the last one. I only have 4, so I'm going to go back and heal real quick. But not before switching Tumdorsa and Juvnik so that Tumdorsa can get up to level here. And also I'm going to give an Oranberry... Oh, I only have one left already? Well, let's give that to Tumdorsa. Anyway, I'm going to go heal and I'll meet you back here. And we're back. Welcome back. Welcome back and all that. Let's talk to this person. Come on, come here. Hey you, what was the first Pokemon you received? Snivy, really? Then Panpour could be a big help. Your Snivy does not do well against Fire-type Pokemon. We learned that the hard way last time. Say, do you want this Panpour of mine? Okay, so that's where you get it. Panpour is a gift Pokemon, so I'm gonna go ahead and accept this one. Okay, here you go. It can use Water-type moves, so that makes it cool against Fire-types. Alright, so this is the Pokemon that you're sort of meant to get in this area, because it helps with your gym battle that's going to come up soon. So I'm going to come up with a nickname with this, and then I'll go into more detail about that in a sec. Neffler? Neffler! That's fine by me. Neffler! Welcome to the team, Neffler! If you have many types of Pokemon, something will work out, no matter what kind of Pokemon you have to face. Yes, that's very true. That's what I was talking about earlier with Sun and Moon. How I have a full team with different moves and stuff that we can use in different situations. Very helpful. Apparently I can't walk here. So yeah, that's going to be our Pokemon for this area. And actually, it looks like we need to have Cut before we can even properly go in here. So, let's see. There's a traffic cone here. Yeah, so I guess we can't actually go in here until later anyway. So let's check out this new Pokemon, Neffler. Comes at level 10, which hopefully... I don't know if it comes that way normally, or if it comes at the lowest level of your... Maybe it comes at the level of your, the starter Pokemon. I'm not sure. Anyway, it starts with Water Gun and Lick. So, yeah, it's not bad. It uses, the ability Gluttony, which means that it will eat a berry earlier than usual. which is not really the greatest, I think. It means that if I were to give that Oranberry to Neffler there, it would, you know, eat it super early. Which may not be ideal, but it may also be okay. So I haven't done any battling. I was expecting to do some more battling, but I don't know. Let's just go into the gym for now, because I think there are some gym trainers that we can level up against. In we go. Hey, there's a receptionist here. Hello, I'm Clyde. I'm the guide for trainers challenging a Pokemon gym. We appreciate your challenging the gym. Take this to commemorate the occasion. Yay, fresh water. Thanks for the water bottle. Okay, welcome. We are very proud of our menu, which we adjust to shoot each trainer. No, they don't shoot trainers here. One basic element of Pokemon battles is the relationship between types. If you choose Pokemon with effective types and effective moves, victory is just a step away. In this gym, you proceed by stepping on the switch with the type that is effective against the Pokemon shown on the curtain. Alright, Crest, Chili, and Silent. Yes, there are 3 gym leaders here. Alright, so there's a fire type curtain here. Water is, of course, effective against that. Yay! So, you know, it's the first gym. Oh, good, let's fight. It's kind of for new players who need to learn their type advantages, but I obviously already know that sort of stuff, so we're good on that. I kind of know it. I don't really know many of the relationships between the fairy type, but that's still relatively new, so I'm still kind of getting used to it. And I also just learned the other day that you can actually hit a fighting type Pokemon with a ghost type move. I thought that it would be ineffective, just like Ghost against Normal is, and then Fighting and Normal are both ineffective against Ghost, so that's just what I thought. Turns out, Ghost can hit fighting type. I didn't know that. Learn new things every day. So, that bite wasn't too bad. I believe we've already taken a Leer now. I should really pay more attention. Ooh. I believe this will kill the Lillipup, though. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. We are going first, consistently. I need to make sure I keep this guy around, because without him, the gym is going to be a little bit tough. But I do really want to level him up, and he'll level up a lot faster if I don't use any other Pokemon in battle. We got 440 off of this guy. I think it's alright to move ahead with Pokemon you've trained well, even without thinking about type matchups. That's probably why you lost with your Lillipup. That is normal type and is not good against anything. Anyway, I'm going to heal up and be right back. Question for you guys. What do you think about cutting out parts of the video, like healing? Because I am going to be doing that a lot. I mean, there's not a lot for me to talk about while I do it, but I can see, you know, cutting that sort of thing out, level grinding, all that sort of stuff. I'll put a little, what do you call it? A poll in the upper right corner above Tumdorsa's name there, little iCard. Go ahead and vote on that. Tell me if you like or dislike me making cuts in the video. Just, you know, for the sake of having a poll, I guess. No real reason, but just let me know. Alright, so we're fighting another trainer here. Oh, and also leave down in the comments the sorts of things you'd like to see me leave out. I'm probably not going to get rid of any trainer battles, but later on in the series, when I'm fighting trainer after trainer and we're really good to go. Ouch. I should be fine. Oh, bite. Okay, I thought it went first and it used bite. I was so scared for a second there. I really shouldn't take any chances. Okay, there's a good level. Alright, cool. So let's see. Its attack seems to be higher than its special attack, which is not great. So there's a Purloin. I'm going to switch out here, of course. Now, the reason I mentioned that, whoops, I wanted to check the summary, is because Water Gun here, you can see the category. This is a special move. So this is a mechanic in Pokemon that, in case you didn't know, there are special moves, and then up here there's Scratch. You can see that this one is a physical move, and then there's just Status, which is what Leer is. But, based on what category of move it is, a Pokemon's attack will do more or less damage based on its attack or special attack. So physical moves are based off of the attack stat, and special moves are based off of the special stat, which is something that only happened once 4th generation came around. Before, it was based on the type of the move used, which got very confusing very quickly. Here you can always just check what move has what type. But anyway, that means that my water gun will not be doing as much damage as it could be, although I still get the same type attack bonus using it, so it does more damage than, say, Tackle would. Ooh, good crit, good crit. Getting hit with assists here. Yes, I knew it would use Leer. I swear that assist prefers to use status moves. At least that's how it's been with our Purloin Juvnik. Alright, so that was a good kill right there. Got 2 special defense that time, and now we're at 20 on that. That's okay. That was one of our most popular dishes. Did you enjoy the battle? So in case you haven't noticed, this gym, its whole shtick is that everything is about like a restaurant or a cafe. And if you've ever watched the Pokemon anime, any of the Unova region ones with Silent, you'll know that he never shuts up about food-related puns. That's kind of his shtick. Anyway, healing, be right back. Okie doke, so grass type, weak to fire type. Hooray! So now we're at the gym leader. I'm not gonna fight him yet. Nope, I don't feel like I'm ready. I really want to level grind a lot before I go in there, so I'm actually going to head off to the left to this new route here. Or unless this guy will stop me. You don't seem to have any gym badges. With your lack of experience, you'll have a hard time in the future. Here's some friendly advice. Challenge the gym leader and test your ability. Okay, he's gonna stop me. Oh well. Notice there's a Pikachu thingy here, even though Pikachu doesn't appear in this region. Yes, I know how TMs work. Do you have one? No? Okay. Having a TM will be very useful once we get one, because starting in this generation, TMs are actually not used up when you use one, so you can use it as many times as you want. Of course, we're not going to be getting any decent TMs for a little while now, and I didn't know that there was a way off to the right there. So let's do a little bit of grinding out here, shall we? I'll try to keep it interesting. I don't want to keep the episode too short this time, but at the same time, I'm really not ready to fight the gym yet. I feel like it would be kind of foolish to do that. And I also need to finish this episode tonight, because it's Saturday and I upload all my videos on Sunday. Is there anything good up here other than items? There are 2 items. Cool, a potion and a Pokeball. Alright, well, I just asked a poll of you guys. Do you guys like the grinding and stuff to be cut out? I assume most of you appreciate it, but for this episode we're going to do a little bit of on-screen grinding, I guess, because there's nothing else for me to do other than fighting the gym leader. And you guys know, if you've ever done a Nuzlocke, fighting a gym leader before you're ready, that's not great. You'll lose a bunch of Pokemon. In fact, my first ever real Nuzlocke that I attempted was a blind run of Omega Ruby version when that came out. And when I got to Tate and Liza, I was having a hard time with the grinding. I was just like, oh, this is so boring, you know? And I lost my entire team except for 2 Pokemon. And they were my 2 weakest Pokemon, which was a Manectric and a Pelipper. And so I quit after that. I called that game over because I didn't want to work on training up a whole new team that late in the game. Basically, I should have spent more time level grinding and, you know, researching what I was getting myself into and whatnot. So that's why we're grinding here. In the meanwhile, I guess I'll talk about my Pokemon Sun and Moon team, because that's something interesting to talk about while we do some grindy stuff. So, in Pokemon Sun and Moon, I only have one actual 7th generation Pokemon, ironically enough, and that is my Primarina. So, of course, my starter Pokemon. Started off with Popplio. I feel like he didn't get enough love when they first announced all of the starters. And while I like Litten and Rowlet, I like Poplio better. That was like hardly any experience. Oh, okay. So I have Primarina, and then I also have Magneton, Hariyama, Chandelure, because I found Litwick via the Poke Locator thingamabobber. I forget how that works, but anyway, I got him. I'm having a hard time remembering. I was just playing, in fact I have it right here. Let me look. Turn down the volume. Okay, so I've got Primarina, Crobat, Alolan Ninetales, Chandelure, Hariyama, and Magneton. And we're at about the level we're at, like, level 50. I just got to the 4th island and stuff like that. So that's my team currently. I've been trying to do some level grinding in that as well, but that's a lot easier since I have EXP share. I'm not doing a challenge run in that, so I think it's fair for me to use the EXP share. I wasn't using it at first, because I was thinking, you're such a scrub if you use the EXP share, you know? But I wasn't really having fun with it until I turned that on, because I'd have to do like grinding and stuff to keep all my Pokemon up to level. Because, ironically enough, when your Pokemon grow a lot faster by default using EXP share, turns out the developers of the game make the game a lot harder so that the enemy traders can keep up with the EXP share. Yeah, who would have thought? But yeah, kinda wish I had that here, but if I did, I'd have to turn it off anyway, because that's kind of the general rule for Nuzlocks. So all of these Pokemon are like level 4 and stuff. This is gonna be slow going. But I can't go to the next route yet, because there's someone blocking the way. And otherwise, I just have the gym leader to fight. And I really don't want to fight the gym leader yet, for reasons that I outlined above. That's not so great. I've been watching a lot of shiny hunting videos recently, though. And it turns out SOS chaining is the big way to find shinies in 7th generation. I was kind of hoping that it would be the consecutive fishing thing, although, you know, because that's easy. But consecutive fishing, what kind of a way to find shinies is that anyway? You can only find Pokemon that you can find by fishing doing that. Whereas in other games it's been like Poke Radar or whatever, or like in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire there's the finder thing on the touchscreen that you could find pretty much any Pokemon doing, except for like rare or evolved ones. Nice crit on that Patrat. But I don't know. And of course you can always just run around and do the so-called full odds shiny hunting, where I'm just running around like I am now. But of course the odds of doing that are so low that tons of people will play like 4 different Game Boys at the same time, just running around hunting for a specific shiny, and then like that's how many people have 4 Game Boy Advances just sitting around with 4 copies of the same game. I've seen videos of people shiny hunting like that, and I'm like, did you invest in all of that just so you could hunt for shinies? Why would you? It doesn't make much sense to me. And it's not like they're popular YouTubers either, so like, why are they going to the trouble of making such an investment unless they just really, really like it? Nice crit. I don't know. Well, this is a very slow process, you guys. I'm sorry that you have to watch this. Hopefully you're finding my commentary entertaining about Pokemon. What do you guys think of the Z moves introduced in Sun and Moon? Because right now I have the Primarina specific Z Crystal on my Primarina in Moon version. And it tends to turn battles into jokes whenever Primarina comes out. And she doesn't even come out that often. I guess it's a he, but I can't help looking at Primarina as a she. I mean, look at it. It's like Gardevoir, you can't help it. Even though Gardevoir could be male in a 3rd gen. I guess it can still be male, because Gallade evolves with a Dawnstone, huh? So you can still have... Can you still have a female or a male Gardevoir? I cannot remember right now. whatever. But you know, there are some Pokemon that just look definitively male or definitively effeminate. That's just kind of how it is since they're made by humans and all that. I guess in real life cats kind of look more girlish. Or maybe that's just a thing our culture has done. I don't know. So Nefler got to level 12, so I should have switched him out for someone else. Unlike Juvnik and Tumdorsa, Nefler is actually a really easy name to say. It rolls off the tongue a lot easier. I had a hard time coming up with his name too. I was thinking of putting 2 F's in it, but then that looked weird, and lots of other things I could say. But I am so sick of this. It's getting really hot in my room because it's pretty much officially summertime now. And it's like not even daytime. I mean, it's daytime! But in real life, it's like almost 9 o'clock at night. I can't turn on the fan or the AC while I'm recording because then you can hear this little sss in the background. I mean, you sort of can anyway. When it goes dark with my microphone, if you're wearing headphones, you can totally hear a little hissing in the background. That's not because I have a fan on or anything. It's just something my mic does, because I guess it's not the greatest mic in the world. It's a Blue Yeti, but it's not the best thing I could possibly have. I'm starting to see now why everyone told me to get a normal microphone with XLR, but then I had to also get a box that converts it, and there's lots of crazy stuff you have to go through when you make a microphone setup. And the reason I went with this one is because it's a USB mic, so I don't need to get a box, and in the end it was just cheaper. And I had saved up a good supply of money, but if I needed to get an XLR one, then first of all that one costed about 20 bucks extra compared to the Yeti, and then I'd have to get a box, which I could have gotten one for about 20 bucks, but I've had so many people tell me, no, get a good one, you need to get a good one, you know, so it'll last the test of time. And then on top of that, I'd have to get an XLR cable, and then I'd have to get another cable that connects it from the box into my computer, and just the cost was just stacking up. And I didn't have that kind of money budgeted, so I got the Yeti. And it's much better than the webcam mic that I had been using, but it still sucks. I mean, it doesn't suck. It's pretty good. It sounds much better. Anyway, I am getting sick of this, and I think you guys are too, and according to the recording, we're about 25 minutes in. Of course, I'm going to be cutting out the healing and stuff, but I think that's going to have to do it for tonight. I'll do some more level grinding off camera, but I'm going to cut it off here. I'm sorry that had to happen. I didn't plan this episode out too well, apparently. But anyway, I probably better save, or not save, until I'm done recording here, because if something goes wrong with the recording, I need to make sure I can redo it. But anyway, thank you guys ever so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe before you go. But until next time, goodbye everyone. It's nighttime.